Hey everybody, wanted to shoot a quick video because I just thought about something I wish somebody told me a long time ago. I know, a lot of you spy and use spy tools and things like that, which I think there's a, definite, it can definitely be beneficial. I personally don't rip landers or, take them and reuse them or anything. I have my own created. I think it's better. There's nothing wrong. Trust me, I spy all day long. I don't think there's anything wrong with spying, but definitely ripping and can just be, just a endless cycle of needing to constantly replace campaigns. That's the problem with ripping, and a lot of people do it. I mean, there's definitely a time and a place, especially if you need fast, you need fast cash or something. Sometimes it can be great, but it's not sustainable. It can't last a long time. But there are a few things you can do to make it work longer term. And I was looking at this today. I was doing some research for a mobile offer, looking for an offer to run in the one-click flow space, basically doing one-click flows using IPs. And I was looking at a mobile lander, and I had noticed that this thing has been live according to the spy tool, and I even checked out another spy tool, and it was live for a very long time, over 100 days. And on one of them it said 180. I always hesitate to say how accurate some of these spy tools are. I have found landers that they claim have been up for a very long period of time, and I just question how long some of these things run. But anyway, I found this lander that was running on one traffic source for a very long period of time, and I'll just tell you, it was on pop ads. Okay, so there's a clue for you marketers out there. And then when I went and I looked at other traffic sources, I could not find this lander for the life of me. And there is a ton of opportunity in that. When I first got started, that is where I made a majority of my money, looking where offers were running and then seeing where they were not being run and just simply directly copying the offer and bringing it over to a new traffic source. So that is an easy way to make money for all of you who are wondering how to make money, especially in mobile right now, especially with native ads as well. Even doing some native spying the other day, I was noticing how some offers seem to be running for a very long period of time on certain traffic sources, but I don't see them on other sources. And I don't really think there's that much of a difference, especially when you get to those higher tier sources. I was looking at Rev content, for example, and maybe I'd see an offer running on Rev content, but I wouldn't see it on any of the other good sources out there, like content.ad or anything like that. So it's very easy to take these offers and again, just simply run an offer that you see on a different source that's not running somewhere else. This might take a few hours of scouring. Again, I just occasionally come across things like that where I notice something on one network and it's not running on another. So always be looking for that, especially if you spy. Be looking for those opportunities. It only takes one of those opportunities to make you a bunch of cash. So it's a great way to do it. Again, just to give you a few tips on what to do to landers, if you're going to be ripping landers, definitely change things up. Most people don't explain why. I think that's the biggest one, and that's the best tip I could give you on a lander. They don't explain why something is being given away. They don't explain like what it is and why the person should sign up. So I'm constantly thinking why, and I don't really want to be swearing on this channel, but the guy who created Mind Valley Institute, he talks about Frank Kern, and he did a talk. You could probably find it on YouTube. If I can find it, I will link it below. But he did a talk about how Frank Kern, when he's writing copy, always says, "Who gives a fuck?" He's writing it, and he just says, "Okay, who gives a fuck?" And then he just fills out and answers more about why people should care. I think it's great. Not enough people do that, especially on mobile. Mobile, you don't have much room, right? You don't have a lot of space really to write a ton of copy on a mobile site. Plus, you want to keep your button above the fold. You don't want somebody having to scroll down on your phone. You don't have a lot of time. And even, this is an iPhone 7 Plus, it's the big version, but even at that, you still don't have that much room. And how many people actually have a Plus, right? When it comes to iPhone, and yeah, these bigger phones are becoming more popular, but you don't have a lot of space. But always be thinking, who gives a fuck when you're writing your mobile, and try your best in as short amount as possible to write. Write some way of convincing people to click through the offer and take action. Great book, again, Cash for Tizing. You will see a ton of people promoting this book. This book has made me, I can't even tell you how much money. Again, this is like my 8th copy of the book at least. I own it on Kindle, of course, and but I like having a hard copy around because I like to always have it with me. And this one is already starting to show some wear, and I've only had it for a few months. So definitely, I highly recommend this book. But again, that's an easy way to make cash. Go out, look for offers that are running on certain traffic networks, and then see if they're just not running somewhere else. And that's the thing. A lot of people, I hear a lot of people say that spying and all this other stuff, they'll try an offer and they'll be like, well, this doesn't work because now I know affiliate marketing doesn't work because this offer's been running for X amount of months on this traffic source and I couldn't get it to work. And you come to find out they're either running it on the same network. If somebody's running it on the same network and they've been running it for a long period of time, chances are they are just owning all of the good traffic. So you're not getting any of the good traffic. Their bid's going to be higher, plus they're going to have a better deal with their affiliate network and on the back end because they're delivering quality. So they're going to be making more money. So there's just no competitive advantage for you there. Look for other networks. There are new networks every single day as well. But always, I think that's the point of this video. Look for offers where they're only running on one network. It's a great way to kind of like find an offer that's working, and also find a great lander that can give you some great ideas. So I hope this helps some of you, especially you mobile people out there, and thank you for watching.